Well, ladies and gentlemen, as you just heard via the amazing crowd response for this man, everybody here tonight is apparently excited for SmackDown. I can't even get through my intro without hearing another yes chant. How are you all doing? My name is Dominic, behind the commentary table. Welcome to an action-packed and apparently yes chant-filled episode of SmackDown with the WWE Champion, the man who successfully cashed in his Money in the Bank briefcase at No Mercy to gain that WWE title. It's Daniel freaking Bryan, and the crowd here tonight on their feet, yes, and along to that man, Daniel Bryan. I can't even say anything without just another yes. As Bryan grabs the microphone here, I'll just shut up. The crowd can speak for itself. And well, Daniel Bryan, he's coming out here for his celebratory coronation, but seems as though it's going to get ruined by that man, Jackson Riker, the bodyguard of EC3. Of course, EC3, the man who lost his WWE title to Daniel Bryan at No Mercy. However, Jackson Riker, strangely enough, is coming out here without that man, EC3. He's coming out here alone, it seems like. And he's going toe-to-toe right now with the WWE Champion in the ring. What does he have to say? Well, ladies and gentlemen, it seems as though we've got ourselves a main event. Jackson Riker deciding to go solo here tonight. Of course, he's still the bodyguard of EC3, I can only assume. As Daniel Bryan and Jackson Riker are going to be our main event of the evening. However, that's not the only thing happening. Of course, we've got some tag team action. The New Day taking on the current SmackDown tag team champions in Sanity before what is set to be an epic clash between Bryan and Jackson. However, we also have the current SmackDown Women's Champion on the show. She is going to be making an appearance here tonight. Ronda Rousey is in the building. However, that's for later on in the evening, because right now this ain't about the Women's Champion. This is about some women's action, however, as Bayley is set to take on Lacey Evans in our first matchup here on SmackDown this evening. Okay, Bayley making her way to the ring, knowing that she hasn't really been featured too much on SmackDown. She hasn't really been doing too much since the Money in the Bank pay-per-view, with her inclusion in that Money in the Bank ladder match. A ladder match, mind you, that has been very important to her career in the past. However, since then we haven't really seen too much of her. Okay, admittedly, she hasn't really done a whole lot. Well, she's looking to change that right now with a victory over Lacey Evans, the woman who attacked Ember Moon a few weeks ago, before last week calling Ember Moon, and I quote, and I don't really agree with these statements, filth that doesn't deserve to be on SmackDown. Now, as I just said, I don't really agree with those statements by Lacey, but you have to agree that the anger that's been being built up between these two is quickly reaching a boiling point following those actions. And even though Ember Moon's not going to be competing here tonight, Lacey Evans is ready for a fight against Bayley right now. As there you see Lacey Evans makes her way to the ring. Bayley waiting for this woman, waiting for an opportunity to show, hey, I should be featured on SmackDown more often. Okay, I shouldn't be battling on the house show circuit. I should be in the ring here on every single episode, and perhaps even battling for that SmackDown Women's title. Well, Lacey Evans wants to say the same damn thing here tonight on SmackDown. Okay, it's an action-packed filled show, and I can't wait to see which one of these two women will kick off this action-packed show. Oh, with a victory! As Lacey Evans right out of the gate, a kick right to the chest of Bayley. Okay, Bayley rushing in, Lacey Evans biding her time, immediately saying, you know what, I know how to counter this with a big kick. As now she's continuing with the strikes. Okay, a vicious forearm strike. However, Bayley, oh my god! Not a maneuver that I admit that would ever think to see in Bayley's repertoire. Okay, a reverse Frankensteiner Hurricane Rana, dropping her on the top of her head. Okay, Bayley, however, this time gets met once again with the kick to the chest. I believe this time a little bit lower, perhaps the stomach region, as Bayley, strikes back with a forearm strike of her own before taking her down once again with the elbow shot right to the chest. However, Lacey Evans isn't going to be down for long as she takes Bayley down. Now responds with the back suplex. And there you see the cockiness of Lacey Evans once again on display. However, she turns around and then gets whipped around into that slam before Bayley turns it into a running elbow drop, connecting there. However, Lacey Evans with a few shots of her own, connecting on the face and on the stomach of Bayley. Okay, Lacey Evans here tonight, the woman in the red, is looking to make, Bayley perhaps bleed out some red of her own. As there you see Lacey Evans once again, the disrespect on display, rubbing her knee into the face. Okay, the cocky attitude of Lacey Evans being shown. As now, what is this? Lacey Evans not really known for her high-flying antics. She goes up, turns around into a moonsault, picture perfect there in the cover. 1, 2. No, and only a 2 count there by Lacey Evans. Okay, Lacey Evans with an absolutely impressive moonsault off the top rope. However, Bayley, she's still in the fight, saying that moonsault's not going to be nearly enough to defeat me. As now she puts her up on the top turnbuckle. What does she have in mind? Oh! Well, I'm not entirely sure, but Lacey Evans hits her with the... Oh, with the elbow! And Bayley with the power on display, catching Lacey Evans in mid-air and taking her down. And now it seems like she's taking her down again, all the way down to the outside here on SmackDown. As Bayley, with a very rare feat of strength, catches Lacey Evans out of mid-air, and then she catches her. Bayley to belly on the outside. Bayley to belly on the outside. The extra damage might be worth it. However, of course, there is that time delay when throwing her back into the ring to perhaps go for a victory here. A victory cover now. 1, 2. No, and Lacey Evans somehow gets the shoulder up. And Bayley with an impressive array of offense here tonight. Oh, with another elbow drop. Okay, even though she's been hitting Lacey Evans with everything she's had, okay, it has not nearly been enough for her. However, Lacey Evans is trying to fight back. Oh, but it seems as though now these two women are just trading blows back and forth with the strikes, with the punches, with the kicks. As now Lacey Evans takes her down, drops her into a cover. 1, 2. No, and only a 2 count following that pinning predicament. As both women battle right now. Bayley strikes back, taking her down. Okay, trying to fight back with the forearms, trying to fight back with the strikes, doing everything she possibly can. However, oh, Lacey Evans grabs her by the hair, by the signature pigtail of Bayley, before taking her down with the woman's right. 2, 3, and it's over. Lacey Evans taking down Bayley with that women's right, and absolutely devastating and out of nowhere maneuver by Lacey Evans. However, Bayley out of nowhere throughout this entire matchup with some impressive feats of strength, with some impressive offense. Okay, Bayley to belly on the outside, catching Lacey Evans from mid-air. However, in the end, even though Bayley put on an impressive performance, she just got caught. Okay, the grip by Lacey Evans, catching Bayley before taking her down with the woman's right. Big win for Lacey Evans. However, I do want to now turn your attention to something that happened earlier on in the week. Johnny Gargano, the man who defeated Robert Roode at No Mercy, was recently interviewed following that big victory. So what did Johnny Gargano say in that interview? Let's find out. Well, there you have it. Johnny Gargano apparently announcing to the world that he wants a shot at the Intercontinental title next week. Johnny Gargano versus Kevin Owens for the IC title. And I would absolutely love to see that. However, it seems as though backstage. Okay, we're cutting right back into some more action as Ember Moon, the woman that Lacey Evans has insulted and attacked over the past few weeks, has had enough of it. Oh, God, hitting her over the skull with that steel chair as Lacey Evans, after a hard-fought victory over Bayley, seems to have been met backstage by Ember Moon as soon as she walked through the curtain, as now Ember Moon with the array of strikes there, okay, the kicks connecting on Lacey Evans, as now Moon, she's got Evans in her grasp right now. We're supposed to be moving on to a tag team match right now between the New Day and Sanity. However, it seems as though these two women are just brawling backstage. Oh, and then throws her into the concrete wall right there. As now, here we go, Ember Moon trying to fight back here. Lacey Evans doing the same thing. Oh, and then drops her there on the concrete once again. As now Lacey Evans seems to have the upper hand in this brawl backstage. I don't know why no one's trying to stop this. However, the hatred between these two women is just radiating off of each other there, off of the attacks from one another there. Lacey Evans and Ember Moon just battling backstage. Lacey Evans, however, seems to have gotten the upper hand, seems to be walking away as we have to somehow move into a tag team matchup in itself that might also be very chaotic. Okay, we're gonna have the New Day taking on the tag team champions, the unpredictable and unstoppable Sanity. Okay, we got Big E and Kofi Kingston of the New Day set for that tag team matchup. As now the three men, Woods, Kofi, and Big E, are in the ring. Okay, they know that they have had a ton of moments on SmackDown to shine, but they haven't had too much success on the blue brand. Okay, Kofi Kingston, Big E, and Xavier Woods each have had a fair share of losses and a fair share of failures. Xavier Woods, even though he defeated Luke Harper a few weeks ago, got completely knocked out the week prior, losing a chance for the New Day to challenge this team, Sanity, for the World Tag Team titles. And of course, there was the Money in the Bank loss for Big E to factor in, where he practically took himself out of the match after a bad landing following a spear through the ropes. A spear, mind you, that led Big E to dive head first into a ladder on the outside. And, well, the last time Kofi Kingston was in singles action, he lost to the returning Celtic Warrior, Sheamus. And, well, speaking of Sheamus, as Sanity make their way to the ring, that seems to be the main target for this trio. Okay, Sanity and Sheamus, I don't know if it's been a feud or not. Okay, Eric Young has kind of seemed to be almost trying to get Sheamus underneath his wing, quite like Killian Dane and Alexander Wolf. The leader, Eric Young, making his way to the ring. Okay, wearing one half of the tag team titles. The other man wearing it is Killian Dane, of course. Alexander Wolf falls behind them. Okay, this is not for the tag team championships, mind you. No, this is just an exhibition battle between two of the best teams on SmackDown. As Eric Young, Killian Dane, and Alexander Wolf, a trio of chaos, is set to take on a trio of fun and enjoyment on SmackDown. Sanity, they're just looking to suck the enjoyment and joy right out of them. Okay, Sheamus, wherever he is, most likely watching this one as well. Okay, the man that Sanity have targeted, okay, attacking him a few weeks ago before Eric Young said, you know what? We don't want to hurt you. We want you to join us. We want to recruit you. Okay, they said that Sheamus doesn't really have any friends. Okay, he returned to no fanfare. Well, I don't know if that's necessarily the case. However, right now, we're going into some tag team action as Xavier was immediately on the outside with the trombone. And Big E now, about to use his strength on Alexander Wolf before Alexander Wolf shows off a feat of strength of his own with that German suplex. As Wolf, wait a second, he goes to the outside and immediately attacks Xavier Woods. Immediately takes him down, saying, you know what, no, you ain't gonna be blowing through that trombone, you're gonna be taken down by me. As Alexander Wolf now, however, through that slight distraction and attack on the outside, is not looking too good. As no, wait a second, tag team action now, here we go, some tag team maneuvering, oh my god. Okay, Kofi Kingston with that double stomp to Alexander Wolf, practically caving his chest in. As Kofi Kingston, there you see, excellent tag team prowess, a veteran of this business. Having Alexander, hold on, what is this? Oh my god! It's one thing if Kofi Kingston or Xavier Woods were to drop down and double stomp, caving your face and chest into the mat. It's a whole other thing with a big man like Big E doing the same damn thing. Okay, this tower of a man, okay, this absolute beast, Big E, just flying through the air. I mean, he looks like one gigantic muscle. He just comes down onto Alexander Wolf, who's clearly not feeling too good following that. Oh! And it seems as though that's what the New Day are looking to work on, okay? Trying to make sure Alexander Wolf gets more hurt, and Hurt does not make the tag out to the fresh man, Killian Dane, because Killian Dane, he's got all of the power, all of the toughness within him. Okay, he's practically the best member of Sanity, okay? Alexander Wolf, okay, I've mentioned this time and time again, the team dynamic between Sanity, okay? Eric Young, the leader, Alexander Wolf, the unpredictable. As now, here you see Killian Dane using that strength, lifting him up as though he doesn't even weigh anything, before Alexander Wolf uses that unpredictable speed factor in order to run into that clothesline, okay? And then, once again, Killian Dane with the strength. Killian Dane has Kofi Kingston right where he wants him. Okay, the big man, he's got Kofi Kingston. But Kofi Kingston, of course, the heart of Kofi Kingston, practically unmatched, trying to fight back, but the big man using his sheer size advantage, crushing Kofi Kingston in the corner, crushing him down to the mat, as Alexander Wolf now says, hey, if you're going to have a big man try to squash me with that double team maneuver a few moments ago, well, I'm going to have this big man squash you. As, Alexander Wolf now takes down Big E for good measure to get a bit of revenge following that one. However, Kofi Kingston, he's fighting back. He's trying to use that to his advantage. Okay, Alexander Wolf, he keeps on attacking the various members of the New Day. Xavier Woods, Big E, taking his eye off of the target, okay, the main man in the ring. Before it was Big E, now it's Kofi Kingston. However, it seems as though that lack of focus, okay, that need to just take out every single person, it seems to be working for him right now, okay? He took down Big E, now he's got Kofi Kingston down, made the tag to Killian Dane. However, right now, there you see Kofi Kingston trying to fight back here tonight on SmackDown. And wait a second, he's got him. And then he takes him down. Here we go, Kofi Kingston with that trademark offense, using his speed advantage. Okay, using his agility advantage in this one. Oh my god, before Killian Dane strikes back with an absolutely clubbing forearm strike. As Kofi Kingston, he's desperate. He needs to make this tag out. However, right now, he's still trying to fight back. He's still trying to fight. As Killian Dane, oh my god, just takes him down again. My god, look at Killian Dane. There you see, of course, the strength of Killian Dane. Practically unmatched in the tag team division. Okay, we saw him take advantage of that strength. Okay, attacking the Bludgeon Brothers in their tag team matchup as Alexander Wolf made the tag. Okay, he's the legal man. Oh, wait a second. SOS into the roll-up. And he's got him. Kofi Kingston out of nowhere, hitting the SOS, taking him down, hooking the leg. After a hard-fought battle between two of the best teams on SmackDown, Sanity, the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, just took the loss to the New Day. Okay, out of nowhere it felt like. Okay, of course Alexander Wolf went to go for something. Kofi Kingston moved out of the way. Wolf turned right around and then into that SOS connection. And there you see him. The New Day. Big victory here tonight. Alexander Wolf is down. Eric Young unhappy. Killian Dane unhappy. As right now, the New Day just beat the SmackDown Tag Team titles, as Backstage, I'm being told, the SmackDown Women's Champion is here tonight. Well, there you have it. Ronda Rousey saying if anybody can beat her, well, why don't you come say it face to face? If anybody wants to try and challenge for that championship, why don't you do it? As next week, Ronda Rousey will also be on SmackDown making another appearance, but in singles competition, okay? No championships on the line. Ronda Rousey going toe-to-toe against Bayley, the woman who lost to Lacey Evans earlier in the evening. And that's not all, okay? Like I mentioned earlier on in the evening, we heard from Johnny Gargano in that interview segment from earlier in the week. And he stated that he wanted a shot at the IC title, and that's exactly what he's going to be getting. Johnny Gargano next week is going to be taking on Kevin Owens. And the winner is going to be leaving with the IC title, the Intercontinental Championship. However, right now, it's the main events of the evening. It's all about that, the WWE Championship. Daniel Bryan, he kicked off the show to an enormous ovation from the crowd, and there you see the fans once again yesing with Daniel Bryan as he makes his way to the ring for some in-ring action. Ladies and gentlemen, it is our main event of the evening here on the Blue Brand. Daniel Bryan, the WWE Champion, taking on Jackson Riker. Okay, Daniel Bryan, of course, won that title by beating Jackson Riker's current employer, EC3, at No Mercy to win the WWE title. And Daniel Bryan, ladies and gentlemen, here tonight, he is incredibly excited, along with everybody in the building, to be fighting that man. That beast of a man, Jackson Riker. Okay, Jackson Riker earlier on in the evening said, you know what, I want to fight you. Sure, it might not be for the WWE title like he initially wanted and anticipated. However, Jackson Riker, he's going to be getting a matchup against the WWE Champion. And if Jackson Riker were to win this, well, then imagine what that could do for his career, okay, defeating the WWE Champion. However, you must also think Daniel Bryan, okay, he knows in the back of his mind that if Jackson Riker did get involved in that WWE title like he was planning on doing, well, then he wouldn't be WWE Champion right now. Okay, Jackson Riker almost got involved in that matchup before Drew McIntyre came out and took down Jackson Riker, leading Daniel Bryan to be free to do whatever he wanted, and what he wanted to do was knee EC3 right in the face. As right now, Jackson Riker, there you see the power on display, pushing Daniel Bryan into the corner before a cheap shot there. Okay, it's our main event of the evening, Jackson Riker and Daniel Bryan. Ladies and gentlemen, Riker, goes for a maneuver, but Daniel Bryan, okay, he uses his quickness to get out of what could have been a potential dangerous double axe handle, and that's exactly what Daniel Bryan needs to do. Okay, he's going to have to use his speed, he's going to have to use his technical prowess. Okay, he is a master technician in that ring. Okay, there's practically nobody who could defeat him within the confines of the squared circle when it comes to the graps. However, as you just saw, Jackson Riker, he's got the power advantage. Okay, he's got the power advantage times infinity. Jackson Riker, he is incredibly dangerous and also scary in that ring. Okay, he is inventive. Okay, the things he can do with power bombs, power bombing Drew McIntyre, not only showing off his strength, but also showing off his creativity, but going to the top rope in order to do it. A power bomb from McIntyre from the ground all the way to the floor off the top turnbuckle. Okay, Jackson Riker, he is incredibly dangerous. Okay, there's a reason EC3 hired this man before even getting a chance to see what he can do in NXT or in any other main roster match. He said, you know what, I know how dangerous you are. You're practically like a tank in that ring, and I want to take you under my wing. I want to pay you to protect me. As now, Daniel Bryan, there you see, going after that incredibly strong individual and using that technical prowess as I told him that he should do. Okay, earlier on I mentioned Daniel Bryan's going to have to use that technical game in order to defeat Jackson Riker. That's what he has to do. And you can see it right now. Okay, he makes it look incredibly simple. However, every move he does, it's incredibly effective. As there you see, Daniel Bryan using those strikes. Okay, he's going to have to use those strikes. He's going to have to use that technical prowess. However, Jackson Riker right now showing off that he's got the strike advantage perhaps in this one, using his power and using his strength in order to get the job done. As now Jackson Riker, oh my God, over and over again with those punches right to the face, right to the forehead. My God. And then, trying to rip the damn leg off of Daniel Bryan. Okay, Jackson Riker with those hard and heavy strikes. And now the cocky attitude that he has grown over the past few weeks by being alongside EC3, another incredibly cocky individual. Oh, God, and then just sprints into that knee right to the gut. As Daniel Bryan, however, strikes back with a kick to the gut of Jackson Riker. However, Riker catches him and takes him down. The strength once again on display, taking down the current WWE Champion. Okay, Daniel Bryan, he ain't looking too good as Jackson Riker now goes after him. And speaking of EC3, as I was just mentioning, you might notice that EC3 is not out here tonight. Okay, EC3, I have been told, is actually not even in the building tonight. Perhaps not even in the same state as us right now. Okay, Jackson Riker. There you see going after Daniel Bryan. However, Daniel Bryan strikes back, kicks him in the face, throws him across the ring. Perhaps using this as a moment where he could get the upper hand. Here we go, the kicks in the chest, in the corner on Jackson Riker. And here we go, Daniel Bryan perhaps seeing a potential moment in time where he could get the upper hand. However, Jackson Riker, okay, he takes that hand, pushes it down, and then takes him down with the kick and the slam. Jackson Riker, the hard shots once again, the incredible strength once again, both on display within the past few moments with that combination before running into that one there, the splash in the corner. Okay, Daniel Bryan, the WWE Champion, is not looking too good. Jackson Riker applying the pressure, pushing his boot into the abdomen once again of Daniel Bryan before pushing his fist into the abdomen of Bryan. As now, here we go. Once again, Jackson Riker shows off, okay, the strength in his boots, in his kicks, in his punches. There's Riker, of course, once again, there you see the cockiness on display. Daniel Bryan, a much smaller man, I will admit. Okay, definitely relies more on his speed. However, Jackson Riker is relying on his strength as he picks up the WWE Champion. Punches him in the stomach, and Jackson Riker, incredibly cocky for a man battling the WWE Champion. And Daniel Bryan, he's looking to teach him a lesson here with that kick to the back. And then here we go, the strikes again, the punches by Bryan. Oh, but Jackson Riker strikes back with an elbow shot, a forearm shot of his own. Goes to grab him, catching him into a suplex on Bryan. Okay, and every time Daniel Bryan gets him off his end, you can hear it in the crowd response. Okay, they get louder. They want Bryan to win this. They want their hero, the WWE Champion, the leader of the Yes Movement, to get a victory here tonight. But Jackson Riker, every time he hears that amazing crowd response for Daniel Bryan, he sees it as a reason to fight even harder, to fight back even harder with every single maneuver that he has in his dangerous arsenal. Jackson Riker, however, is being stopped right now, or perhaps not. Okay, Daniel Bryan, he tries to get any sort of offense in, and Jackson Riker strikes back. Okay, whether it be the punches, whether it be a disrespectful kick like that. Jackson Riker, incredibly disrespectful this entire matchup against the WWE Champion, but still Daniel Bryan said, you know what? I can be disrespectful to you right back as the WWE Champion now. Here we go into that running dropkick, and now, goes all the way to the other side of the ring, charging up into another dropkick in the corner, and Daniel Bryan, he's fired up, he is feeding here tonight off the crowd response. Yes, 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 and the crowd yesing alongside him here. And now Bryan, he's feeling at the crowd on their feet. Daniel Bryan with the strikes. Daniel Bryan trying to get the victory perhaps. But Jackson Riker fires back. Jackson Riker fires back. Riker, goes for a maneuver. And Daniel Bryan, running knee. The knee connects. 1, 2, it's over. No, it isn't. Daniel Bryan going for the running knee. However, he didn't particularly have a lot of distance there, I will admit. Okay, the acceleration by Daniel Bryan was not properly built up in order to effectively hit that running knee. Okay, he only took 2, 3, maybe even 4 steps, if you want to push it, before hitting that knee. Okay, it wasn't a lot of distance between the two men. It wasn't a lot of speed built into that. And perhaps because of that lack of distance, perhaps that lack of acceleration might just have created, a disastrous ripple effect throughout this entire matchup. Okay, Daniel Bryan failing to defeat him with that knee to the face. But Jackson Riker, he's saying, no, I'm not going to fail to defeat you when I hit my finishing maneuver. Okay, he doesn't have to build up into it. He just has to use his strength that he's been showing throughout this entire matchup, as Daniel Bryan tried to build himself up with that running drop kick. However, this time Jackson Riker moved out of the way. Daniel Bryan went ass first into that top turnbuckle. As Jackson, here we go once again, trying to rip the damn arm off or something, trying to rip it off of his elbow, my god. As Bryan, the WWE Champion, is just not looking too good. Jackson Riker, he's got him. What is this? Oh my god! Well, I mentioned that Jackson Riker has a dangerous creativity for power bombs, and you just saw it there, okay? Not just using the ropes to bounce Daniel Bryan off, but also using the ropes to bounce Daniel Bryan into, as Jackson Riker now, wait a second, that choke slam power bomb connecting, 2, 3, And Jackson Riker in our main event of the evening has just defeated the WWE Champion. Okay, this entire show started with a chorus of yes chants. This entire match was filled with a chorus of yes chants, but in the end, Daniel Bryan is not going to be yesing. Here tonight, in the end, Jackson Riker just defeated the WWE Champion. Well, perhaps Jackson Riker might have a point. Perhaps Jackson Riker, okay, he said, you know what, I can beat you, and I should be champion. And I mean, I don't know how EC3 feels about it, but I think Jackson Riker, he might be able to lay claim to becoming WWE Champion as we finish off this episode of SmackDown. Perhaps not, as Drew McIntyre here tonight is making his way to the ring. Of course, Drew McIntyre attacking Jackson Riker so Jackson Riker couldn't get involved at No Mercy. Drew McIntyre, he's been eyeing EC3 since WrestleMania. He's been eyeing Jackson Riker since his debut, costing him the WWE title. As Daniel Bryan, speaking of the WWE title, the WWE Champion stands up. As now, Drew, Jackson, and Bryan, the three men share the ring. Like a moment in time, as now Drew McIntyre connects, catching Jackson Riker off guard. Okay, he was too busy looking at Daniel Bryan before getting met with that boot to the stomach and the DDT, connecting, the future shock connecting, and perhaps Drew McIntyre saying, my future is with you, Daniel Bryan, in that WWE title, perhaps sending a message not only to Jackson but also to Daniel Bryan. However, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be the end of this edition of SmackDown. Thank you very much for watching.